My name is Justin Bemuni. Now, border communities in Sokoto State have refuted allegations made by the leader of the Niger Republic military junta, General Chiani, that Nigeria is forging an alliance with France to establish military bases and sponsor terrorists to undermine stability and sovereignty of the country. Abdullahi Umar Ilalu sought views of people on the development and some border local government areas of Tangazo, Gudu, Ilela and Gada in Sokoto State.
Sokoto State shares borders with the Niger Republic in several local government areas, including Tangaza, Gudu, Ilela and Gada. For years, border communities have lived peacefully with their neighbors from Niger Republic. However, allegations by General Chiani, leader of the military junta in Niger Republic, claiming that Nigeria hosts French soldiers has been described as untrue. This is the bustling cattle market at Ruawuri village in Tangaza local government area, located less than 40 kilometers from Niger Republic. As of our report, people from both countries were interacting and trading harmoniously. Market patrons unanimously contradicted General Chiani's claims, stating they have never seen foreign soldiers in their areas.
An ce akwai sojoji na Faransa, amma dai gaskiya mun ba mu gansu ba, amma sojoji namu sati biyu da sun kauce ma mun gansu hannan gaskiya motoci da yawa.
Ban taba gani ba, wani bai ce min ya gani ba, don kaga dutsen ga ƙasa garai bakin Niger na.
From Ruawuri village, we proceeded to Bale headquarters of Gudu local government area, where soldiers are deployed to counter Lakurawa activities. Residents confirmed they have never seen foreign soldiers even in the deepest bush.
Dangane da sojojin da gare mu na Najeriya na ba mu da wasu baƙi waɗanda suka iso nan waɗanda ba mu san da su ba gaskiya. Ba mu gani ba kuma mu jiya ba, kuma ba wanda zai faɗa muna.
We are not aware of any foreign soldiers that are here in our Nigeria. So the soldiers that are living here is only the soldiers that we have in Nigeria. Those are that are in Nigeria, living in Nigeria with us.
At Ilela local government, which also shares a border with Niger Republic, locals described General Chiani's claims as unfortunate. Sarkin Matan Araba urged the Nigerian leader to retract his statement.
To, wannan mun ji bakin ciki saboda tsakaninmu da su uwanmu ɗai ubanmu ɗai. Saboda in kaga mutunan Araba ko mutunan Kalmalo ko mutunan Ilela in bai da dan uwa Niger bai da gidan uba Niger ko shina da gidan uwa.
In Gada local government area, residents denied the existence of the Dajin Gaba forest, allegedly used as a base for French soldiers by the Nigerian government as claimed by General Chiani. Security analyst Associate Professor Mutala Ahmad Rufai of Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto, also dismissed the allegations as unfounded and called for their withdrawal.
Well, what prompted the allegation is nothing other than Nigeria or ECOWAS is actually against the military rule. And then the military junta in Niger have actually come and they feel now what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is saying, he is saying the position and opinion of Nigeria and Nigerians. But the fact of the matter remains that he is speaking on behalf of the ECOWAS and also on behalf of the good-meaning Nigerians. So the fact of the matter is he is trying as much as possible to react. And in my own opinion, the head of the military junta has actually overreacted and he has overstepped his own boundaries.
The border community's confirmation of no foreign soldier presence underscores the baseless and misleading nature of the allegations. From Sokoto, Abdullah Omar Ilalu, NTA News.
Now, the Nigerian military has clarified happenings surrounding the alleged misfire of two communities in Sokoto State where an estimated 10 persons lost their lives. Defense correspondent Najatu Tijani reports.
Director Defense Media Operations Major General Edward Buba said most of the casualties came as a result of secondary fire.
In Gidam Bisa and Gidam Rutua, in which we conducted airstrikes on the 25th of December. The operation, which should have taken place on an earlier date, had to be rescheduled to the 25th. It started with pre-operational intelligence, surveillance and recognition missions to confirm the terrorist activities within the general area. Having confirmed, aircraft were dispatched to conduct precision airstrikes on the identified hideouts at about 0600 hours on that day. The strike was executed with precision-guided munitions to minimize collateral damage. They had minor impact on the surrounding villages. The airstrike indeed hit logistic base of the terrorists, which led to secondary explosions, and it was these secondary explosions that led to some casualties that was earlier reported.
Nigeria is committed to the protection of its territorial integrity and respect for the sovereignty of neighboring countries. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, gave the indication during a luncheon with the troops of Operation Fasan Yama at the 8th Division Nigerian Army, Sokoto.
The operational tour launched with the frontline troops by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, is to boost their morale, assess the security situation and challenges they are facing in the theater of operation. The Chief of Defense Staff urged them to exhibit high sense of professionalism and patriotism in their conducts. General Musa called on communities to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity to security operatives, emphasizing that community cooperation is critical in ensuring national security. He advised communities to vacate areas where military operations are ongoing for their safety to enable security forces secure the areas. The defense chief took time to visit wounded soldiers and assured them of taking their full responsibilities.
We must all not allow anybody use our soil, and we will not allow any of our soil be used against any of our neighboring countries.
The general also visited his alma mater, where he inaugurated 36 classrooms and administrative block and donated books as part of his community service initiative and contributions to the development of education in Sokoto State. It was a nostalgic moment at the Guinea Memorial Stadium, Sokoto, as the general reconnected with his childhood friends with whom he played basketball from Sokoto. Bashir Ibrahim Nababa, NTA.
Now, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, has again charged officers and men of the military to consolidate gains made in the fight against insurgents by intensifying clearance of remnants of the terrorists in the northeast theater of operations. General Oluyede gave the charge during a Christmas luncheon with frontline troops of the 27th Task Force Brigade in Bunigari of Yobe State. Adam Yusuf Ali tells us more.
The events meant to celebrate Christmas with frontline troops to motivate them and show genuine concern to their sacrifice in the ongoing war against insurgency in the nation. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, represented by Commander Sector 2 Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hadinkai, Major General Marcel Ejike, pointed out that to consolidate the transformation of a well-motivated combat-ready force that can discharge its duty diligently within a joint and multi-agency environment requires quality leadership, as exhibited by the Army Chief. He sympathized and commended those who paid the supreme price while motivating men presently standing guard at the fire trenches to ensure a peaceful Nigeria.
This kind of laudable gesture, which was intended from the sterling leadership quality of the Chief of Army Staff, also aimed at motivating the troops as well enhancing comradeship among personnel. Let me use this opportunity to profoundly register the appreciation of the government and the good people of Yobe State for the immeasurable contributions of the Nigerian Army and other security agencies in restoring peace and security across the state.
The peace and stability being enjoyed in Yobe State is as a result of the gallantry exhibited by the troops, even at the festive seasons. In Damaturu, Adam Yusuf Ali, NTA News.
Now, President Bola Tinubu has been receiving visitors on homage for the Yuletide at his Lagos residence. The guests included governors of the state, Caleb Mutfwang, and his Ogun State counterpart, Dapo Abiodun. The Plateau State governor, who briefed the president on security situation in his state, reported that there have been a substantial improvement in the situation as the state government is deploying technology to check crimes and criminality in the state.
Well, with the support of Mr. President, I can assure you that we are not going to take our foot off the pedal. We are going to make sure that we cross the T's, dot the I's as far as security is concerned, and make sure that we make it more difficult for criminality to take place within our borders. And so what we are doing is to assure our people, give confidence to Nigerians, particularly those who want to come and invest in the plateau. I want to tell them that the climate is right, the environment is good, and I believe that 2025 will be a better year.
And in continuation of our sectoral review series, security correspondent Francis Form reflects on the journey of the Police Affairs Ministry in the year 2024.
Focus is to steer the ship of the police ecosystem to embrace innovations and new ideas that enable the police to adapt to the ever-changing landscape.
Ministry of Police Affairs, the NAF Center of Internal Security Operations, expectedly came up with initiatives to be miles ahead of the criminals in forestalling their activities. The establishment of National Criminal Data Fusion Center, strengthening the West African Police Information System, and the automation of police specialized services as groundbreaking achievements aimed at enhancing Nigeria's security infrastructure under the Tinubu's administration in 2024. Senator Ibrahim Gaidam, the man in charge of the ministry, observes that these initiatives are parts of the ministry's broader police reform and transformation roadmap.
The center will provide an avenue where relevant law enforcement agencies work together to pool criminal data, analyze and disseminate key criminal intelligence products to support internal security operations.
The launch of the Special Intervention Squad, enhanced deployment of tactical units, construction of modern divisional police headquarters, and the recruitment of 30,000 police constables are major steps towards achieving sustainable security.
President Tinubu's plan to recruit 30,000 constables annually over the next 4 years is a transformative agenda aimed at increasing the police-to-citizen ratio in line with global standards. This ambitious target is designed to strengthen community policing, ensure quicker response times, and enhance intelligence-driven policing across the nation.
The total number of arrests in the year.
Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, at the Strategic Managers Conference in Abuja, revealed that the force has successfully arrested 30,313 suspects for various offences and recovered 1,984 assorted firearms and 23,250 rounds of ammunition, and rescued 1,581 kidnapped victims in 2024.
1,438 vehicles.
Let them not lose hope. We take care of their welfare as and when due, and we send them to various forms of trainings in and outside of the country so that they should be able to perform better.
When the Special Advisor to the President on Policy Coordination, Hadiza Bala Usman, visited the ministry for assessment of how the Tinubu's administration has fared in implementing key deliverables, she commended the ministry for resolving 100% of complaints through the Police Complaints Response Unit and breaking barriers to police recruitments.
We also encourage for citizen engagement. That citizen engagement is important because the president is keen for citizens to be aware of what his ministries are doing.
However, she urged the Nigeria police to address challenges in reclaiming communities from insurgents, build trust with locals, and ensure effective policing in vulnerable areas to ensure gains made in internal security. Francis from NTA News.
The year 2024 is eventful for the power sector in Nigeria, with gains and challenges as the country strives to achieve adequate electricity supply. In this report, Joshua Ojito takes us through major events that shaped the sector in the year under review.
It's a mixed grill for the power sector in 2024 as the year looks brighter from the onset but beclouded with challenges as months roll by.
The Commission has approved a rate review of 225 naira per kilowatt hour for just under 15% of the customer population in NESI.
From removal of subsidy on tariff for Band A customers to creation of electricity market by subnationals, the year raised prospects for the sector.
The government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, is determined to change the narratives in the power sector.
The Siemens project also got a boost with mobile substations and transformers delivered and installed across the country to increase transmission wheeling capacity as phase 2 of the project got approval of the Federal Executive Council.
The entire project scope is over 2,683 kilometers. Mr. President also has a very, very soft spot for the eastern part of Nigeria, and he believes that the industries there must be revived.
A test run on SCADA system was successfully carried out within the year, with the project nearing completion to mitigate frequent grid collapse. Also, for the first time since 2021, the peak generation surpassed 5,000 megawatts in 2024, which prompted federal government to push industry players to hit 6,000 megawatts before the end of the year. However, the 6,000 megawatts target was not achieved due to challenges of vandalism of transmission infrastructure, grid collapses with 12 incidents recorded in 2024, and inadequate gas supply to generation companies.
The debt to the gas company by the GENCOs, this needs to be interrogated.
Another major incident in 2024 was the vandalism of Shiroro Mando and Apir Makudi transmission lines that cut off supply from the national grid to northern part of the country for 10 days. On the renewable energy subsector, more communities were connected with solar home systems, with 2 additional interventions launched by the Rural Electrification Agency to upscale access to electricity in rural communities.
Transition electricity market entails more of off-grid. The federal government should de-escalate investment that everybody is investing and trying to take money from the market operators, embed and what have you. Off-grid is the way to go because it will endure competition.
Though it's a turbulent year for the power sector, industry players seem not deterred to deliver available electricity to end users in the new year. Joshua Ojito, NTA News.
This is where the AM News ends. Thank you so much for being a part.